Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. I am an energy alchemist, soundball practitioner, and an intuitive. Thank you for coming back, for saying hello on this video. Thank you so much. And thank you for subscribing and pressing the like button, all that, all that good stuff at YouTube. I'm grateful. So I just wanted to check back in with you guys because I made a video like 2 days ago and I said I would come back again, and so here I am checking in, seeing how you are doing. It is a couple of days away from winter solstice, so pardon me, I got something in my eye. Oh, isn't that, yeah, hello. Thank you. I love how spirit and coincidences that really aren't coincidences help me to navigate what to talk about. Because typically when I sit down, I am not 100% positive what is going to come out. But anyway, seeing clearly, releasing that which obscures your sight, giving yourself permission to see clearly, to wipe away the film, the soft focus lens or the rose-colored glasses, whatever. So that's what I got from that message. See, life could be really so much fun when you just kind of tune into the lessons, the messages that the universe is constantly giving us. If we'll just be quiet and invoke our sense of play long enough to listen. So, I would challenge you, not challenge, because I'm not a challenging kind of person. I would encourage you to invoke your sense of play and just see what the universe, what the divine, how does the divine communicate with you? And be open to that. Because that's where the joy is. That's where we will start accessing our own information. And that is so incredibly important in this day and age, particularly where it seems like everything outside of us is just one big fat illusion and lie. I'm just kind of being blunt, but just can't quite trust what the external world is presenting to you in terms of information and false narrative and all that stuff. We can go down that rabbit hole later, but let's keep it kind of joyous right now. So, so what struck me was I was downstairs with my kitty cats, and as some of you may know, I love to feed the birds. That is one of my passions. I love my birdies. So, feeding the birds, and I have a couple window feeders, and I just found myself getting frustrated, just like really frustrated with the starlings. Oh, those dreaded starlings have returned to the feeders. For those of you who don't know, starlings are actually quite beautiful physically. Oh my gosh, they really are beautiful birds. That being said, they are not indigenous to where I live. They were introduced, I used to know the date, but back in like the 1800s or something like that, somebody thought it would be a great idea so that we could experience what Shakespeare alludes to in some of the plays of starlings. Let's bring them over from Europe and bring them on over to New York. What a great idea. Well, since that time, the starlings have mass produced, shall I say, and they have turned into more of a nuisance bird. That is that's a human term, because all life is precious and beautiful. Starlings tend to travel in mobs. They are just, if you've ever seen any videos of these beautiful mermations that they call, these forms in the sky, those are oftentimes starlings will do that, and they're really incredible. But anyway, I digress. What tends to happen though is once starlings have figured out that, oh, you're feeding us groovy, they just flop in there and they chase away all the other birds and they just devour tons of food. They just, and then it's gone, and then they scatter away. They're really quite humorous the way they just go in and then out, and they just keep doing that. Anyway, long story short, I was getting frustrated with the starlings again, because it had been months since the starlings had been around, because we had, the other fields were filled with seeds and crops, so the starlings had somewhere else to eat. So I was reflecting on how I used to work in a wild bird food store. So I would remember always cringing when people would come in and go, oh, starlings, what do we do about the starlings? I heard, just getting chewed out, people getting angry at me because they had starlings. There's nothing you can do about it. Bottom line, maybe a safflower in case starlings are an issue for that. Their little beaks can't handle safflower safflower is too hard, or medium-sized sunflower chips sometimes because their beaks, they can't quite grab it. Anyway, I've gone into a bird lesson. My days of being at the bird food store. Focus, Dee Dee. Coming back to my frustration with the starlings. I had to, I looked at them and went, oh, and stopped myself. I went, I know they deserve to eat as well. And that, that's fine. It's all good. They're beautiful. Everyone deserves to eat. The squirrels deserve to eat. The chipmunks deserve to eat. Everyone. When you're going to feed wild birds, you're going to feed everyone. You just can't control the situation. And that's when I went, oh, yes. It's all about that need to control, that sense of I need to control this situation. I'm frustrated. I was found myself getting frustrated because I don't have the answers about, the drones or, different politics. Again, whichever either end of the spectrum you fall on, that's fine. It really doesn't matter because, government is, it just is what it is. And we, the people, will be, needing to direct and get the control back into our hands and not just the few that are out there who are no longer representing the people. I'm not a very political person. I just don't have that knowledge. I'm more of an intuitive, but I have my opinions for what that's worth. But again, it's that sense of the need to control. And how are you experiencing that need to control? It's the holidays, and so family around, or the current events, whatever. How are you being with yourself? And that potentially that need to control the outcome, because it's really kind of a futile thing. We cannot control the outcome of an external situation. The only thing we can do is control our reaction to it, how we respond to it, and raise our vibration to a level that we continue to visualize and see the outcome that we would prefer to see. Again, not in a sense of needing to control that outcome, but it's our vibration. The vibration, what we put out is what we're going to receive. If we're going to go into that sense of, oh, those damn Starlings, or oh, that government, oh, I can't do it. Well, you know, guess what? That's what we're going to keep seeing in the world, and that's what we're going to keep getting back. We focus on the beauty, what is working, and what we would like to see, raising the vibrational level of unity, of we're all in this together, we're not alone, you know, the good will prevail, justice and equality for all, blah, blah, all of that. Raising that vibration, well, then that is what we are going to attract. And that's what our little reticular activator is going to start seeing. And the more of us that do that, the more we're going to create it, because, you know, this 3D world is an illusion, so to speak, and we can create the reality that we choose. So the bottom line is that I just have been getting a lot of messages lately about letting go of the need to control the outcome. You know, whether that's, you know, because if we worry about something, that doesn't do any good. Again, worry and fear, especially the fear, then, you know, that takes us to that vibration down there, and it doesn't do anything. What that fear creates is a sense of powerlessness, and then that inner child, that childlike desire for someone or something outside of us to come save us, save me, save the world. Yes, there are divine beings. Yes, we are connected to that universal life force. All that wonderful, you know, the universal beings, the multidimensional beings. Yes, we have that connection. But guess what? They're not going to come save us. That's not their job. They will save the planet from us destroying it, but they're not going to come save us. That's our job. And that's where our, you know, raising our vibrations and continuing to focus on that which we can control, which is the way we view things, our vibration, our sense of calm, our sense of peace, our, good heavens, our sense of humor. Please do not lose your sense of humor. Laughter, amusement is a high vibration. Play, creation, imagination, that's all higher vibration. That's going to help raise everything. When we focus in that place, yes, we do have to have a sense of knowing what's going on in the 3D world, of the current events around us, but not to live there. You know, I made the mistake of watching a couple of YouTube videos that I should have probably shut off within 30 seconds, but I let go a little bit longer than you know, and it just created doubt inside and a fear. When you start experiencing that, turn it off. Come back to that place of peace. Come back to that place of internal knowing. That's how we can control our surroundings. Excuse me, I must be saying something, because throat chakra, I added again. Goodness gracious. This learning to be vulnerable and speaking one's truth is a little interesting. So I know I'm personally just trying to expand, clear out, reactivate my throat chakra so it's connected to my heart, connected to what I see, connected to the divine, and speaking what is truth for me. Please remember, anything you see on YouTube, a lot of times we really are just for entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates with you. great. If something doesn't resonate with you, if something doesn't hold true with you, leave it. It's fine. But that's the beauty of it, is we all have the ability, and it's important for all of us to be tuning into what is true for us. What is true for you? And you will know it's true for you because it'll feel clear. Your heart will feel warm. There will be a sense of clearness here, right here in your head. And perhaps you will feel that connection from above and below. As above, so below. Remember, we are that energy. So it is imperative, absolutely imperative at this time, that we tune into ourselves and confirm, validate whatever information we may be receiving. Check it out. See if it rings true for you. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, toss it out. Not worth it. It's like regarding this whole drone, quote unquote, situation. I believe ultimately we are going to know what it's all about. And, it's very likely it's like a combination of all the above. It's, very likely there are multidimensional, otherworldly beings out there. Whether or not they're really allowing themselves to be seen right now, we just don't know. More than likely, the technology that the military worldwide, all over, they're such secrecy, we don't know. It could just be surveillance, and it most likely is surveillance of many things, mostly, probably in the nuclear activity, where are nuclear things being hidden, so that we could prevent nuclear disaster, the nuclear crisis on this planet, but again, it is a global effort, it's a NATO effort, it's all worldwide. I do not get it as an ominous thing, I do get it as a help, that this is to bring information to light for us to use. But again, that is just me. That is just my feelings. You got to check it out for yourself. Do your research, but don't buy into any fear. But again, I do truly believe that we are protected. The divine is looking out for us. Use your prayers. Connect. Again, whatever word level works for you. It is critically important to spend time for yourself. There's a total difference between alone time, serene time, and feeling lonely. My alone time, I cherish it because it's my ability then to connect with my bowls, to connect with my wonderful my oracle cards, my crystals, all my wonderful, these are tools, these are like my friends, getting back into that sense of exploration, of using this pendulum. If you haven't ever used a pendulum, they're quite fun. I hadn't really used one since, oh my goodness, since my dear, dear friend way back, we used to play with the pendulum. That was way back when, the 60s, 70s, when the big thing was ESP and Kreskin, the amazing Kreskin, and you too can develop your skills. Yes, this is all, it can be mind, but it also can be, as you're connecting with spirit, it can give you yes or no answers. Yeah, the pendulum is agreeing with me. Yeah, it's saying yes, that is accurate. It's fun. Invoking your sense of play, that we have access to other information. It's just opening up. Take that time to yourself, especially during this potentially chaotic time of the holidays. And particularly winter solstice is a beautiful time of releasing the energy that no longer works for you. Very quick, simple little thing that you can do. Any limiting beliefs, any energies that you wish to release that you may be aware of, you might want to take little scraps of paper and write it down, fold it up, and just keep doing that. I release my need to control. That's the issue. It's a perceived need to control. I release my need to control. Write it down. I release my limiting belief that I am not enough. Write it down. I release whatever it is that comes to you. Just allow it to come down. Write it down. Don't look at it again. Don't reread it. Take the pieces of paper, and if you have a fire, safely, like maybe in a fireplace, bonfire outside, in a safe place, please, that is optimal, safe place. What you might want to do at winter solstice as a release, as releasing the dark, releasing the darkness and bringing it into the light. Place each piece of paper ceremoniously, ritualistically into that fire and let it just disperse. Keep doing that, and with each one it's a celebration of I am releasing this into the universe to be transmuted and used perfectly under the grace of Spirit for healing. You just keep releasing them into the fire and let the fire purify it and release it. That's a beautiful kind of thing to do at winter solstice. At any time, actually, but particularly at winter solstice, it's beautiful. So, I've kind of gone all over the place. Duh, what's new? Like I said, I never quite know what's coming through. But take the time to be with yourself, to find that space inside where, again, breathe. That was another incredible clue, that message that came in earlier while I was going through YouTube and different things. The song Just Breathe. Just even the title alone, Just Breathe. I love Pearl Jam. I love Eddie Vedder. And I clicked on it and just listened to that song of Just Breathe. And that's really just breathe. Come back into center. Just breathe. We will all meet again. We are all in this together. If we need to focus on breathing that square breath, that deep breath, connecting to earth, connecting to the source, just breathe. Yeah, it's a good thing. Release that which no longer serves you. Let go of that need to control the outcome. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. And our attempting to control it is not going to have any effect except for creating anxiety and dis-ease inside our bodies. Good. You got it. Being grounded, staying focused in being in the present moment, in the here and now, breathing, invoking your sense of play and wonder. Go outside, look up into the sky, see the beautiful stars. Invoke your sense of wonder at what is there. What is there? The divine guidance that is present. Know we are safe and secure. We are surrounded by love. We are love. We are light beings. We are way showers. We are all connected. Remember that. Blessings be. I'm sure I will be doing another video soon. Thank you again. Much, much love to you all. Just another shameless plug that I will be doing classes, a chakra wisdom class at the Energy Within. That's www.energywithinkc.com. You can sign up there. Same thing, I'll be doing a chakra meditation there. And I will still be available for private sessions on sound bowls at the Energy Within KC.com. I got a new website, www.mindfulmusingswithdee.com. So check it all out. Everything is wonderful. I am so honored to be a minuscule part of your life. Thank you for spending your precious energy by listening to this video. I hope this has been something of value, getting a good chuckle, good laugh, whatever. Anyway, big love, much hugs, peace. Namaste, my friends. Namaste.